Hi, for today's teardown, mystery item from eBay. It was advertised as being a Royal Air Force test unit with no other informations. So we will try to figure out what it is and what it does and mainly what we have inside. So at a first look, it looks like it is made of two parts. This bottom white piece seems to be an original piece of equipment, as it is very well made, and on top of it they did add a quite poorly made box with some buttons to allow turning the device into a test or adjustment device of some description. It is nearly more than 30 centimeters long, so quite a big unit. And actually it is upside down, so because the writings are in this direction. So I will turn it the other way. I take the opportunity of showing you this big cover here with a number of screws. Connectors on this side, we will have a better look at it later. And here is what it looks like in the normal use position. Really weird, so I will first show you all the details around. So on this end we have a cover with a number of parts numbers for filters probably. We have two plugs here and one coax here. Two guide pins here that seem to be made to insert this thing into something else, and they are threaded. So they are part of the securing system for this unit, whatever it is. Backside is just a blank panel with nothing. On this end here we have some information. So more locating pins, one connector and one manufacturer plate. So there is a modification plate here, and here it is written chassis assembly, serial number 57, and this number did not give anything on Google. And we are left with the front piece and controls. So about these front controls, first here this tag says it is a Marconi Company, England, camera test head unit. Interesting. Identity number does not give anything onto Google. Serial number 001X. So it is it really the serial number 001? Maybe it is the only one existing. Quite interesting. And we have the controls. I need to unzoom for you. So pretty big buttons you can see here. Most of them are actually multi-turn. So we have beam, width, horizontal centering, vertical centering, height, linearity, focus, X and Y align, some switches, and alignment on off switch. So yes, it seems related to some kind of a camera system for sure. But really this box is poorly designed, because look here, in fact this plate is too large. It is protruding the box behind, and the other side also, but not the same distance, and at the back side also. So it is quite weird. Broad arrow here, so it is really a British military device. Okay, what I will do now, we will first remove this panel here. But first, about these big buttons, you can see big vintage bakelite buttons with a big screw slot in the front. I will just use a coin to try to unscrew it. Really difficult, but now it is coming. So we have this part, we have this part with numbers inside for you. Looks like a NSN number, this by the way, NATO stock number, and it is attached to the shaft of the potentiometer with this metal piece that actually is screwed on the shaft of a potentiometer. Quite unusual setup. I guess it allows to adjust at any point the button. Yes, you can adjust the button exactly as you want. But here it is a multi-turn potentiometer, so it does not have the same level of importance. Okay, time to undo, I believe, first this front panel. 2 screws on the top. And apparently 4 screws on the front. It will be easier other way. Really curious to know what we have inside here. Is this some kind of a camera system, and there is a add-on here to align it. Is it from an aircraft? No idea. I hope it will be interesting in here, at least. Full of electronics. I have no idea. So, are you ready? Ta-da! Okay. Not much actually. It is even quite empty. We have some dead bugs and spider web here. We have a bunch of wires going inside the device here, and a box all at the back that we will check later. But for now, this panel just has the potentiometers and buttons and spider webs, a lot of them. It is interesting to note that they are almost all different models. We have 1 kind, 2 kinds, 3, 4, 5 different models, 6 even with this one here. Really unexpected. And you can notice the pink British military electrical wire. Okay, so far not much to see. I will just remove a dead bug here. And we will have a look at the box at the back. Okay, what do we have in here? Looks like a quite generic project box. You can auto align generator. So just 4 screws. Apparently it has a 100 volt power supply to it. Which kind of high-grade military electronics we will find in here, no idea. Probably something very nice, hybrids even, maybe, why not? Okay, Vero board with just a few parts. Resistors and capacitors. Nothing terribly exciting here. A bunch of loose wires going from the cover. The box is actually a Radio Spares brand made in the UK with even the stock number. And nothing else. There is one more capacitor here at the back it seems, but really nothing impressive here. Okay, so far this thing has been quite disappointing. I hope the big main top cover will reveal interesting stuff at least. If not, it might be a complete waste of money. It was not expensive, it was around 10 British pounds plus shipping, but I did get it because of low price mainly. And sorry for white balance issues. It is quite shiny and it will mess up my white balance on the camera. Okay, I will put back this cover in place, and I guess we will first access the cover here with all the filters written. Okay, so what do we have behind this cover? Yes, as expected, mainly pass-through, capacitive pass-through to filter the signals going to the connectors. As you can see, more of the pink British wires, nothing else except a very thick aluminium piece here and some silicone group around the wires here on the plugs. But nothing particular in here as expected, just access to the wires. So I will put this back together and then we will access the main top cover. I really hope we will have interesting stuff in here. So it will be pretty quick, it is just a matter of undoing 28 screws. Luckily enough, they are not tight, so I will not fast forward here, so you will see exactly how much time I take to undo 28 screws. Then I will put the camera overhead. And we will discover together what we have in here. Luckily enough, the screws are really easy to undo. It is lifting a little bit. screws in the middle. Can you see? I do not watch. So the screen, you watch. Okay. It will be quite a big surprise. I hope I will not be disappointed. If it turns there is nothing in here, this may end in the scrap pile. So I am wondering if it could be a missile part from the Martel missile. It was British and French missile with TV guidance. There was a TV camera in the head. And maybe it could 30 centimeters diameter missile, I believe. So it should fit inside. So is it related to the TV camera in this missile? Is it to test and align the camera? Or is it from an aircraft? No idea. Is it just some kind of random junk? No idea. Okay. So, camera overhead and the big reveal. So, of course, it is too big for my bench, and I will not be able to show you the whole thing at one time. First, under this front piece here that holds the box, extra box, headed box, you can notice more screw holes, and it looks like this cover was actually cut here to allow clearance for this box to fit. But they could have done with only 2 legs here and leave the other 4 screws to keep the cover in place. Quite weird. So, which way to proceed? Like this. First, are you ready? What do we have in it? Is it empty? Do we have camera components? Do we have electronics? Ta-da! Okay. Looks like we have some electronics at least, because the other side here is full also. So I am happy with it. Very nice modules, all attached together like this. Quite interesting. In the cover we have some foam, which is not in too bad condition at least. And here the other side, as you can see, more electronics of the same flavor. Here one more module box with pass-through filters for the connector, round connector at this side. Big green capacitor here. What I will do now, I will remove these pieces which are, I believe, keeping the modules in place, and I will extract some of them for you, and we will be able to see what it looks like. Try to find a dead code, it will be nice, and see which flavor of electronics we get in here. Really well made part here. It is really opposed as at the box, the aluminium box, which is really quite a piece of junk, very poorly cut and all that. But here at least we have great stuff. A number of circuit boards. Okay, so these things, yes, I will just pull out like this, and we have a plastic parts like so to keep the circuit boards in place. a nice extruded aluminium. Okay, and remove the modules. It looks like we have screws here. I did just notice here 2 unpopulated connectors and some foam here. Probably here somewhere we have a pass-through where the big wire is. Here actually it is passing through the hull to go to the box. So it is quite a weird design because we have plugs at both sides and it seems all of this is original. So why would you have a bunch of cables poking through a hole like so while you have plugs at the ends? Or was it modified to add these cable looms? Actually it is not completely impossible, because you can see this one is clearly separate and this one also from the other ones. So maybe they were added later. Okay, so time to undo some of the modules, well, all of the modules. Oh, it does not fit, maybe. Yes, I have to undo this one. Okay, they go like this. And like so. So, first one here. We have modification record tag here. Some potted parts. In the middle, big, I will not separate the two boards here because we have already the same set of components on the top. You can see more of these things, whatever they are. Probably, yes, capacitors. Very weird design of capacitor. Nice tantalum caps here. Transistors on heatsink. Weird greenish capacitor here with here the brand plastic and something. Just the same kind of components here at the bottom. More of them, but nothing special on this board at least. No vacuum tube, just old school analog electronics with pass-through components. So here we have this module. This PCB is actually blank of everything except for this. That might be heater element, maybe resistive heater element, or maybe here we have a temperature sensor. It is a Clixon brand component, so it might totally be a temperature sensor. So maybe there is some temperature control in this thing, so it must be done to work in cold environment. Here, look at this. We have in the middle here glass quartz. You can see the quartz piece in the middle. A bunch of probably metal case operational amplifiers, given the number of contacts. Big green glass coated resistors and more regular transistors and resistors. Okay. The next module we will see a lot better because this one seems to be quite duplicate. Oh, little variable air capacitor here, you can see. So we have a stack of little metal plates. So next modules. Okay. More of exactly the same thing. What you did not see in this one is what you see here, except for the quartz maybe, but and second layer seems to be totally similar. Quite weird. here we have this module, a piece of foam coming at the same time. From here, just a metal plate here with one transistor poking out. And this has a big metal piece, a box attached. I guess it might be a transformer in here. So maybe we have a power supply section here. Big capacitors, green capacitor here. Blob of brown stuff here. Not sure if it did overheat or something like this. Maybe the capacitor here did leak. Conformal cutting above the diodes here. And more of the same. Plastic MyPet. Okay. A little board here with more, just transistors. Nice construction. Here you can see on this aluminum plate they did add this with a nylock bolts. So really nicely made thing. But nothing terribly exciting so far. Nice quality, but all the boards look exactly the same. Okay, time to strap it around. And what do we have here? Nice coax wires here, you can see with silver braid inside, probably. And it is fun as you have a mix of handmade cable ties, laced cable ties, and zip ties. Quite surprising this. So this module, here we have 4 hermetic sealed relays. I still cannot see any dead code, by the way. On the bottom layer, always the same stuff, apparently. It is very nice how the modules go in. Can just be extracted with one screw, but obviously you cannot disconnect them easily. If you want to replace a wall board, you need to unsolder all the wires. More relay here, trimmers, and the whole armada of resistors. Same at the bottom level. And you know what, the other boards here, these 3 boards seem exactly similar. So I will not bother removing them, we will just go to the last 2 modules here. Which are still exactly the same thing. Okay. So, this one is something different, but it is quite hard to extract. It looks like the other one we did remove previously, actually. Very similar. Half empty PCB here. Empty PCB here with just these things. And the same kind of components in here. This kind of capacitors with on a rubber ring and with a metal clip. And again transistors, resistors, power resistors here, you can see. Here we have one more foam piece and some extra wires going to the... There is actually a little PCB here. That seems to be more a relay, cable relay PCB. And wire loom here, the 2 little mystery plugs here. You can see at the bottom we have foam and we have more card plastic retainers piece. Okay, so with all the foam really it looks like it is made to work in cold environment. So it is quite interesting. I still have no ID, so I hope maybe someone will identify it. I hope it is a piece from the Martel missile to adjust the camera in the missile. It could be nice. And it looks like it will be a piece of cake to reinstall on this. In particular, but again the 28 screws on the cover. I am not sure what I will do with this device. Actually, maybe I will keep this beautiful assembly, but I will scrap the box above it, because it is quite a piece of junk. It is taking a lot of space, so it should be a possibility. I will save a nice bakelite buttons for use. It is a shame they did a cut in the cover here to accommodate their extra piece of junk, which is totally oversized, by the way. I believe they could have done something smaller. Not sure why it is done like so, but really surprise piece of equipment. I did not know at all what to expect in this. I was expecting that this round thing actually was a camera piece. We had some optical output at the other side and a camera inside it. And the box added on it was a test system for this camera, but no. As it is solidly attached, it should not be logical to have such a setup. It should be a module you could undo easily to test a particular camera module. So it is to test some camera for some use, but to align it more precisely. So I am still quite almost certain it could be the Martel missile camera. And I did just forget one piece of foam. But you get the idea. I will put this back together now. The Marconi camera test ID unit, serial number 001. Weird piece of kit, so if anybody has any idea of what it could be, I would love to see it in the comments, because it remains quite a mystery to me. So thanks for watching, bye bye.